fought the good fight, and of these my sons I am justly proud. Our final recipient this evening is Brother Brian J. Stumm, Iota Beta, class of 1992. Brian had hoped that his father would be able to join him, Hugo Stumm, would be able to join us this evening to share his honor, but unfortunately he was ultimately unable to come. Hugo has been such a tremendous role model for Brian and has raised him to be the man he is. The brothers of KDR are better because of Hugo's success. Brian embodies Kappa Delta Rho's values of lifelong learning. He obtained his Bachelor of Science in Engineering and his Master's of Science of Engineering at Rochester Institute of Technology, RIT, in 1992 and 1993. Brian furthered his education by obtaining his Master's of Engineering in Electrical Engineering in 2006. He continued to pursue his education by obtaining his MBA in 2008 from Northwestern University, and I'll personally attest to the fact that he's wicked smart. Brother Stumm's engineering career spans more than 16 years, from his start in 1993 at Applied Technology as manager for stamping and forming laboratory project development engineer. Wow. To his current position as Director of Engineering and Technology at UTC, CCS in Brussels, Belgium. His professional career is marked with 6 major publications, 26 trade secret inventions, filing of 6 U.S. patents, of which 3 have been granted. In addition, in 2005, he was awarded the 2005 Best Technical Paper Award by the International Clients Technical Conference. Brian has found time to give back to Kappa Delta Rho in the midst of a very successful professional life. As an undergraduate brother, he was founding father of the Iota Beta chapter at RIT. During his undergraduate involvement with that chapter, he served as the vice president of Rush, Praetor, scholarship chair, and Pontifex. In 1992, he received the chapter's Brother of the Year award. His involvement did not stop when he graduated from RIT. Upon graduating, he served as the Iota Beta's chapter alumni advisor for a year. He was instrumental in establishing the Iota Beta Alumni Corporation, where he served as vice president and then president. Brian's involvement in Kappa Delta Rho was not limited to just that chapter, but it extended to the national fraternity. In 2000, he was elected to the National Board of Directors, where he served for 14 years. His service on the National Board culminated in him serving as the Grand Worthy Council from 2010 to 2014. Brian's involvement with KDR did not end then. He's completed his second term. After completing his second term as Grand Worthy Council, he continued his involvement in the fraternity by serving on the Board of Trustees, where he currently serves as its treasurer. I also want to personally acknowledge Brian's support for me as a mentor and his collaborative style that he brings to the Kappa Delta Rho leadership. Brother, we salute you.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you. I would like to thank those who nominated me, the board, and the Ordo Selection Committee. I am very honored to be part of this Ordo class tonight. And listening to the speakers before me, I think it's clear that we have excellent examples for our undergrads to look forward and be shining examples for. I'd also like to thank my wife Janet, who's been part of my KDR story for the past 20 years. It's a bit surreal for me to be standing here tonight along with my fellow Ordo recipients. I can remember attending my very first convention in Lexington, Kentucky in 1992. I was a new alumni and witnessed the induction of my good friend and brother, Paul Downs, Gamma 68, into the Ordo Honoris. It's also the first time that I got to meet Bob Corey. and got the unique privilege to get invited up to his suite and learn all about gin and tonic. But my relationship with Bob really started then, and Bob really encouraged me to continue my involvement with KDR, both as an alumnus with Iota Beta, and it ultimately encouraged me to continue my service on the national level. And I'm eternally grateful to Bob for that. And it's difficult to be here tonight thinking that he's not standing there, proceeding over this tonight. I couldn't imagine then that I myself would one day be standing before my fellow brothers to receive this honor. I have enjoyed the privilege of participating in many aspects of KDR over the past 25 years, from helping to found my chapter at RIT, build an alumni corporation at the chapter level, to serving the fraternity at the national level. First on the board in various roles, as Gene already mentioned, culminating in the Grand Council, and now on the foundation. I'm often asked why I continue to serve KDR well past my college days. And I thought about this question on the flight over from Brussels, and I thought I'd like to share with you tonight a little piece of why KDR means so much to me. I'm a first-generation American. My parents were born in Germany, and I grew up hearing many stories of my parents' histories, like many of you probably hear from your parents. In most of these stories, my parents stressed the value of hard work, living honorably, doing the right thing, and being a gentleman. When I left for college, my father shared the story of when he left for the U.S. and the advice that his father gave to him. He told my father, "Son, remember that the only thing you have total control over is your honor and your word. It takes a lifetime to build your honor, and only you can break your word." While at RIT, I got involved with a group of men interested in bringing something new to the fraternities on campus. We had reached the point of choosing a group to join, and one of the potential groups was KDR. And during the presentation, when I heard the motto of KDR, Honor Super Omnia, I knew we had found the right fraternity for our group. But more importantly, that motto echoed my father's words, and I knew I had found a home. So why do I continue to volunteer? Every time I interact with other KDRs at conventions, at meetings, or just in general, I'm reminded of who we are and what we stand for, and I am inspired. I am inspired to be better, to do better, and apply what I've learned from the fraternity and my fellow brothers to my life, my marriage, and to my work. I am inspired to help ensure that KDR will continue to grow and evolve and stay strong so that future brothers will also be able to find their home. Again, I thank you for this honor. And as you have probably noticed, I've been playing with the video camera off to the side because my father was planning to come but was unable to. So to Dad, I just want to say, thanks, Dad. Thank you and good night.